The Nile River, an ancient lifeline shaping geography and history. 1. Introduction. Gift of the Nile. The Nile River, the longest river in the world, has been a cradle of civilization and a source of sustenance for countless societies throughout history. Its geography and role in shaping the development of ancient civilizations make it a pivotal and revered feature of the African landscape. 2. Geography and course. Length and basin. The Nile River stretches approximately 6,650 kilometers, 4,130 miles, and is divided into two main tributaries, the White Nile, originating from Lake Victoria, and the Blue Nile, originating from Lake Tana in Ethiopia. The two converge in Sudan and flow northward through Egypt before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Delta and estuary. The Nile Delta, a fertile area formed by sediment deposition, is the river's final stretch before reaching the Mediterranean. The Nile's estuary, known as the Rosetta and Damietta branches, has historically played a crucial role in trade and agriculture. 3. Nile Delta and Fertile Crescent. Fertile soil and agriculture. The Nile Delta, with its rich alluvial soil, has been a key agricultural region for millennia. Ancient Egyptians practiced floodplain farming, harnessing the river's annual inundation to cultivate crops such as wheat and barley. Sediment deposits. The regular flooding of the Nile replenished the soil with nutrient-rich sediments, ensuring the fertility of the land. This natural process contributed to the prosperity of ancient civilizations along the riverbanks. 4. Role in ancient Egypt. Civilization along the Nile. Ancient Egypt owed its existence and flourishing to the Nile. The river provided water for agriculture, fish for sustenance, and a transportation route. Egyptians referred to the Nile as Hapi, a god symbolizing fertility and abundance. Annual flooding. The Nile's predictable annual flooding, known as the inundation, was a crucial event for agriculture. The flooding season coincided with the heliacal rising of the star Sirius, signaling the start of the planting season. Irrigation systems. Egyptians developed sophisticated irrigation systems, including canals and basins, to harness and control the river's waters for agricultural purposes. These engineering marvels allowed for year-round cultivation. 5. Ancient Nubia and Kush. Societies along the Nile. South of Egypt, the Nile also shaped the development of Nubia and the Kingdom of Kush. These societies engaged in trade, agriculture, and, like Egypt, built impressive structures such as the pyramids of Meroe. Cultural exchange. The interaction between Egypt and Nubia facilitated cultural exchange, influencing art, architecture, and religious practices. The Kingdom of Kush, in particular, became a significant regional power. 6. Nile in religion and mythology. Sacred river. The Nile held profound religious significance in ancient Egyptian mythology. It was associated with creation, abundance, and the afterlife. The annual flooding was seen as a manifestation of divine benevolence. Symbol of life. The concept of the Nile as the giver of life extended to various aspects of Egyptian culture, including funerary practices. The Field of Reeds, a paradise in the afterlife, was believed to be irrigated by channels connected to the Nile. 7. Historical trade and navigation. Trade routes. The Nile served as a crucial trade route, connecting the interior of Africa with the Mediterranean. Trade caravans and river vessels transported goods such as gold, ivory, and exotic products between Nubia, Egypt, and the ancient world. City of Thebes. The city of Thebes, modern Luxor, thrived as a bustling hub of trade and culture along the Nile. It became a center for religious worship, monumental architecture, and administrative activities during different periods of ancient Egyptian history. 8. Modern importance. Contemporary significance. Today, the Nile remains a vital resource for the countries it traverses. Egypt and Sudan rely on the river for agriculture, while the Nile's waters also support ecosystems, fisheries, and hydroelectric power projects. Challenges in cooperation. The allocation of Nile waters among the riparian countries has been a source of historical tensions. Efforts, such as the Nile Basin Initiative, seek to promote cooperative management and sustainable use of the river's resources. 9. Conclusion. Legacy of the Nile. The Nile River's geographical presence and historical importance extend far beyond its waters. Its role as a life-giving force, a conduit for trade and cultural exchange, and a cradle of ancient civilizations has left an indelible mark on the tapestry of human history. The Nile's legacy endures as a symbol of resilience, ingenuity, and the interconnectedness of human societies along its banks.